Okay, welcome to the third part of our PT perspectives. So in the last part we were looking at reps, sets and time under tension. Now we're really looking at tempo. As I explained in the last one, tempo is traditionally written as 4 beats. So for instance, 4-0-1-1, this would be the eccentric, or what we used to call the negative part, the lowering phase, which I like to think of as generally the pulling phase. I'm always trying to pull. So that would be in a biceps curl, I'd be lowering over 4. This would be the isometric contraction, so when the joint's static at the end range, this would be 0 here, 1001 up and 1001 isometric at the top. Now this is great with traditional weight training, but as most of you know in here, we train people with an array of medicine balls, atlas balls, we use a lot of calisthenics, etc. And within that, this kind of tempo, it's okay, but as the person becomes more advanced, we're actually looking at how we can fit in multiple small contractions with it at specific joint angles or within shorter and shorter time frames. Now we're not just talking about jumps and plyometrics and all this kind of thing. We're looking at static holds. So if we're training grapplers, people like that, we might have them holding a dummy or something with one hand, but within that hold, it's not a fixed hold. They would be pulsing the hold. So similar to if my hand was just, rather than tensing and holding, I'm contracting. And we're trying to get the body's ability to contract more forcefully in shorter time periods, again and again, or more and more rapidly when we're training more the neural element. And this is for those who are taking their training more seriously or who have to perform at a high level for some kind of sport. So what we have, this idea with tempo, is we have a scale here and we have training, or what most people consider training, and then what we consider real training, when they understand not only the movement and how to develop that movement, but also how to apply the force within that movement for the maximum response. My background is obviously with martial arts, and a lot of the time, even if I'm just doing something internal like Tai Chi, I'm trying to develop this feel and then shorten the length of time the contraction happens, but to produce more force within it, okay? And it doesn't have to just be contained to martial arts, obviously. Sports such as tennis, rugby, all those things, all this can be applied to them, but it's nice to kind of think out of the box in these periods with, or in these sports, especially when it comes to rotational power development, which again, we see a lot of people when they go to the gym and they're lifting, predominantly sagittal plane, where this is one of the reasons why we have all the stool bars and bands around the gym, because a combination of that and using medicine balls, we can train people in rotation so much more effectively, and it really transfers then into what they're doing in the sporting arena and on the field. Cable machines are good as well, but I enjoy using the bands, I enjoy programming with that, and also using the body and teaching people how to move very, very rapidly with rotation, using medicine balls as well for that, in contrast training. So there's a little bit there on some ideas with tempo and how you could almost look within, if this was 4 beats here, how each beat could be broken into little sort of mini beats within that. And within that 4 seconds of pulling the bar down, for instance, or pulling the dumbbells down, or the kettlebells, whatever you're using, there are kind of multiple little contractions happening within that. And that's something to really be aware of and to try and feel if you want to take your training to the next level, or if you want to be able to coach people to that next level for their progression. As ever, if you enjoy these videos, please give us a like. Feel free to comment below. And if you want more, do subscribe to the channel, because we need that feedback to know that it's making a difference for you. Okay, good luck with your programming.